You wake up one morning, walk outside, and pick your food. Not from a store, not from a delivery app, but from something you planted once, years ago. Sounds impossible, right? Because your whole life you've been taught the same thing. If you want food, you buy it. If you want to grow it, you start over every single season. Plant, harvest, repeat, again and again. But what if that's not the only way? What if some plants don't follow that cycle at all? What if they don't need you to replant them every year, forever? Imagine this for a second. You step into your garden and without much effort, it's still giving, still growing, still feeding you. Even when you're busy, even when life gets in the way. That's not just gardening. That's something deeper. It's the feeling that you're not fully dependent anymore. That you've created something that lasts, something that works for you. And here's the part most people don't realize. These kinds of plants aren't rare. They're not expensive, and you don't need a big farm to grow them. You just need to know what they are. Because once you do, you stop seeing food the same way ever again. I've spent a lot of time around small gardens trying to grow my own food, and one thing always bothered me. Every few months, everything was gone, and I had to start over again. It felt like all that effort just disappeared. But then I noticed something different. A few plants didn't die. They stayed. They came back on their own, without me doing anything. That changed how I see gardening. It made me realize maybe the problem isn't how hard it is. Maybe it's what we've been taught to grow. Stay with me, because by the end, you'll know which plants can quietly give you freedom. Point 1. The hidden truth about food dependence. So why don't more people grow food like this? Because most of us were never shown a different way. You've probably seen gardens where everything is planted, and then gone a few months later. Empty soil. Back to zero. That cycle feels normal. Plant, harvest, start over. But here's the truth. That system keeps you working more than you need to. Every season, you buy new seeds. You spend time digging, planting, watering, and hoping it works again. And if something fails, you're back at the beginning. It's exhausting, even if you don't notice it at first. Now imagine breaking that cycle. There are plants that don't ask you to restart. They don't disappear after one harvest. They stay, quietly, waiting for the right season, and then growing back on their own. No extra effort, no constant replanting. It almost feels strange at first, like you're doing less but getting more. And that's where things begin to shift. Because the moment you realize you don't have to keep starting over, you start seeing your garden differently. Not as something temporary, but as something that builds over time. Something that gives more each year instead of resetting. And once that idea clicks, you can't unsee it. Because now the question isn't, what should I plant this season? It becomes, what can I plant once and keep forever? Point 2. Plants that grow back without asking. So what do these plants actually look like? They're not rare. They're not complicated. In fact, some of them are already around you. You just didn't notice them this way. Take asparagus. You plant it once, and for years, it comes back every spring. You don't chase it. You don't restart it. It just shows up. Or mint. You cut it once, and it grows back faster. Leave it alone, and it spreads like it has a mind of its own. Then there are green onions. You use them in your kitchen, toss the roots in soil, and somehow, they grow again. Same plant, new life. At first, it feels small, almost too simple to matter. But that's the strange part. These plants don't demand your attention. They don't punish you for being busy. They just keep going. Even when you forget to water them one day. Even when you don't check on them for weeks. And slowly, something changes. You stop feeling like you're managing a garden. It starts to feel like the garden is taking care of itself. Less effort, less stress, more trust in the process. But here's where it gets even more powerful. Some plants don't just come back. They actually create more of themselves. Point 3. Foods that multiply themselves. Coming back is one thing, but multiplying, that's a whole different level. Because now, your garden isn't just surviving. It's growing on its own. Take strawberries. You plant a few, and over time, they send out runners. Little stems that touch the soil and turn into brand new plants. You didn't plant them, you didn't plant it. But suddenly, you have more. Sweet potatoes do something similar. From one plant, you get slips. New shoots that can grow into even more plants. What started small begins to spread. Even banana plants follow this pattern. One tree grows, Then small pups rise beside it, new plants ready to take over. It almost feels like your garden understands something, like it knows how to keep going without you pushing it. And that feeling? It's powerful. Because now, you're not just growing food, you're watching abundance happen in real time. One plant turning into many, one decision turning into something bigger than you expected. You start to trust the process more. You start to step back a little. And for the first time, it feels like nature is working with you, not against you. But here's the part most people struggle with. Not every reward comes this fast. Some of the best plants take time. Point 4. The long game most people quit too early. This is where most people stop. Not because it's hard, but because it's slow. Some plants don't give you anything right away. No quick wins. No instant results. Just time and patience. Take a fruit tree. You plant it today and for months it looks the same. Maybe even for years. It doesn't feel rewarding. It feels like waiting. And that's the moment most people give up. They think, this isn't working. But what they don't see is what's happening underneath. Roots are growing deeper. The plant is getting stronger, quietly. Then one day, it changes. That same tree starts giving fruit. Not once, not twice, but every year. For decades. Mango, guava, curry leaves, these aren't just plants. They become part of your life. They're there in your meals, in your daily routine, in ways you didn't expect when you first planted them. And suddenly, all that waiting makes sense. Because now, the effort is almost gone, but the rewards keep coming. That's the shift most people miss. They trade long-term ease for short-term results. But once you understand this, you stop asking what grows fast, and you start asking what grows with me over time. Point 5. More than food, it's quiet freedom. At first, it looks like you're just growing food, a few plants, a small space, nothing special. But over time, something shifts. You walk outside, and instead of empty soil, you see something that's still there, still growing, still giving. And it hits you. You didn't have to start over. You didn't have to depend on perfect timing or constant effort. It just continued. That feeling is different. It's not loud, it's not dramatic, it's quiet, but it stays with you. Because now, even in a small way, you're not fully dependent anymore. Prices can go up, stores can run out, but you still have something of your own, something steady, something real. And it changes how you think. You stop seeing food as something you only buy and start seeing it as something you can build, slowly, naturally, over time. And the best part? You don't need a big farm. You don't need perfect conditions. You just need to start. Even one plant is enough. Because once you plant something that stays, you've already changed the way your future looks. Now you know. Some foods don't just grow once. They stay, they return, they multiply. So don't try to do everything at once. Just pick one, plant it, and let time do what it does best. Comment below, which forever plant are you starting with? And if you want more ideas on building a low-effort, self-growing garden, subscribe.